if you're like me, you're probably wondering the fragrances people were wearing in 2016 because of the current trend throwing back to 2016. Babes, I have them here. Some of them, by the way, but yeah, I also have fragrances that I would wear in replacement to those fragrances in 2026. So if you're seeing my face for the first time, babes, my name is Girly. On this channel, I talk about fragrances. You clicked on this video because you like that kind of content. I make that kind of content and I would love for you to subscribe and like this video, hype this video up. Thank you, besties. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. This is gonna be a very fun one, okay? The first fragrance I was wearing in 2016 was this one by YSL. This is Black Opium. Guys, I love this fragrance down. This was giving me sexiness. I felt like the sexiest thing walking on the planet with this fragrance. I love this fragrance so much. This is vanilla with some coffee, some caramel. It's delicious. This is a delicious vanilla fragrance, okay? I was still wearing this fragrance when I was dating my husband, and this is the fragrance he kind of like knew me by because this was my date night fragrance, and I wore this one a lot. He knows this fragrance. He associates this fragrance with me and with our dating state then. But yeah, the fragrance I would actually wear in replacement to my Black Opium fragrance in 2026 would be from Bond number 9, and this is New York Night. This one I've talked about it several times on my videos. This one just reminds me of a warm banana bread with a drizzle of caramel and that splash of coffee, because I don't really get the coffee. I only get a hint splash of coffee. So I'll say maybe a coffee on the side, not really on top of the banana bread, you know. This is delicious. This is also date night worthy, okay? But I wear this one mostly when I just want that cozy feeling, that homey feeling, because we eat a lot of banana bread in this house. So it just reminds me of being home with my family and my kids and just spending time at home. But I love this fragrance. It's just so delicious, okay? This is a true banana bread gourmand fragrance. So yeah, this is what I will use to replace my Black Opium. My next fragrance I was wearing a lot in 2016 was this one by Nina Ricci. This is a fruity, rosy fragrance. It has some powdery nuances to it too. It was just very girly, very feminine. I wore this one a lot too, to just, you know, it was like my going out scent, my girly pop scent. I enjoyed this one. It's also, the perfumer of this fragrance is Francis Codijan. And it was just one of my big girl scents in there. You know, you get what I'm talking about. It was just one of my big girl scents. I would literally wear this to special occasion and just when I want to also feel very girly and feminine. And what I will replace this fragrance with in 2026 is from Parfums de Mali, and this is DELINA. Oops. This is DELINA Exclusive, okay? This fragrance reminds me of just being a woman. Okay, not like I forget I'm a woman, but it's such a feminine, womanly scent to me. I also find it very sexy. This is date night worthy. This is when you also want to feel like, you know, like you're just so feminine. Like you are really, really feminine. This is what it smells like. This is lychee with rose, with some oud in there, and with some powderiness. It's so creamy, so powdery, so feminine. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance from Parfums de Mali, and this is DELINA Exclusive. Another one I would wear in this category is also from Kayali, and this is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25. Okay, this is a candied rose fragrance. It also has oud in there, but the oud in here is so, I don't know, it's so sweet, so opulent smelling. It also smells very feminine, very girly pop. I love this fragrance so much. It's so beautiful, so feminine, so girly, so opulent too. It's very opulent. I think it's the oud in there. The oud is so different from the oud I actually have in my fragrances. The oud smells like the color pink, you know, if that makes sense. It's so beautiful. Yeah, this is another one in the category. But if I was choosing another one in this category that is more, I'll say more opulent, more upscale, more powerful, I would say Oud Satin Mood by Mason Francis Codijon. Well, it's the same perfumer, okay? It's the same perfumer, but this is also another rose and oud combination, but the rose in here is also candied with extra dose of vanilla. Also has that powdery nuances to it from the iris. It's very powdery, also very feminine to me. I find it very girly. Like, this is a powerful womanly scent that I would definitely reach for if I'm craving that sweet rose oud combination. Yeah, so this category is very, this was a big one from this fragrance that I used to wear in 2016. The other fragrance I wore a lot in 2016, this was somewhat my signature scent at some point. I was wearing it literally every day and everywhere. Is this obnoxious of a fragrance? Okay, this fragrance is so obnoxious, it's so loud, it's so thick, so sexy. I felt like, you know, the main character wearing this fragrance, okay? I was also wearing this fragrance in the heat of Texas. I'm sure I was choking people out, guys. I was choking a lot of people out, but I did not even care. It just made me feel like a bad bee, okay? This is Alien by Mugler. Like, gosh, this fragrance was just that girl. This fragrance was that girl for me, honestly. I recently found this one at Costco because as soon as they started watering this fragrance down, honestly, I was no longer interested in the bottle. It just did not smell the same. But we were at Costco the other day and I saw this at Costco and I was just telling my husband, oh my goodness, I used to wear this fragrance a lot. Like, I've not had it in my collection in a very, very long time. So I got it and just to smell it, it's not even feeling the same. It's not giving what it was giving back then, okay? It's so watered down. Like, I don't even get any sexiness from this. This one just feels even like a fresh jasmine fragrance. It's very light. No, this is not it at all. Like, I also went to that rabbit hole of trying to get the OG of this fragrance on eBay. But man, first of all, there's a lot of fakes out there, just too many fakes that I just don't know if it's even worth risking for. And the prices are just obnoxious. Like, what do you mean? You're selling this for $400? Like, what do you mean? Like, so I've actually not gotten it, but I think I'm definitely going to still search for the OG of this fragrance, that pre-Estee Lauder era of this fragrance. I used to love this fragrance down, okay? But this is what is helping me with my fix of that jasmine bomb. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm sure everyone knows this is a jasmine bomb fragrance, okay? This is jasmine sambac in a bottle. And what I have in replacement of that, I know people were probably wearing this fragrance in 2016, but I was not. I think I started wearing this in 2020 actually. And this is Dior Addict. This is also a sexy white floral fragrance. It has the jasmine in here, feels very spicy. I think it's like jasmine with maybe the stem or something. I know there's also some greenness in this. To me, this is sexy, okay? It's not as obnoxious as Alien, but it's loud, okay? It's loud. It still makes a statement. It's still like she's giving bad B, okay? This is such a sexy opulent green vanilla, a spicy green vanilla fragrance. I love this one so much. So this is also white floral. There's jasmine in there. I think there is orange blossom. I'm not sure honestly of the note right now, but there's definitely jasmine in here and it's beautiful. This is a beautiful white floral scent. So this is what I would wear in 2026 in replacement to Alien. Pending the time I get the OG Alien, I still need that in my collection, okay? Another fragrance that I was wearing in 2016 is Versace Bright Crystal. This one was my clean girl fragrance because in every fragrance collection, you still need that clean, fresh scent. So this was that for me. This one just smells like florals that has been put in the freezer, like it's cold, it's icy. It smells like an icy floral scent. It's very crisp, very cold. Also feels very refreshing, especially in the summer, in the heat. Like this is so good. It's also very soapy. So it's like soapy, fresh, crisp fragrance. Yeah, this one I wore a lot. It was just my easy reach, especially when it was hot outside. I would just use this to refresh myself. And what I would wear in 2026 in replacement to that one is this one by John Malone. But this one is not giving soapy or icy. This is green. This is herbal. This is musky. This is John Malone, basil and neroli. I love this fragrance now. I have literally gone through 2 bottles of this. This is literally my 3rd one. And look at the dent. I'm definitely gonna get a new bottle of this one in 2026. So yeah, I love this. This one just makes me feel very fresh, very uplifted. It's a fresh herbal green scent to me, and also reminds me of home, back home in Nigeria. So this is very herbal. It's very green. I just love it. Okay, it's very fresh. It has a lot of musk in there. So yeah, this is very fresh. Helps me with that fix of that freshness. Another one in this category that I would wear in replacement to that one is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. This is a dewy, rosy fragrance. It's so dewy, it's rosy, has some greenness into it too. Yeah, it's definitely green. So it gives like rose with a stem. Yeah, a dewy, wet, translucent rose fragrance with a stem. It's very fresh, very clean, lasts so long. Just makes me feel like, you know, I just took a shower with a nice, luxurious rose bar soap that just smells very clean and fresh. This one I love and enjoy so much. It's sadly discontinued, and of course I want a backup bottle, but the prices on Macari, I was like, man, what are you guys doing? Okay, what are you guys doing? Yeah, but I definitely need a backup bottle of this one. I love this fragrance so much. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah. Another one in this category is a sample that I have from Amouage, and this is Existence. Yes, this is Amouage Existence. This also has that Lily of the Valley. It's very fresh and soapy. The Lily of the Valley makes it very soapy, so it gives like a fresh, luxurious bar soap in a luxurious hotel. Honestly, that's what this fragrance gives. It's very sharp to my nose though, but I think the sharpness works in the heat. It kind of makes sense. It like cuts through that summer heat and people can smell you. It's definitely a beast mode fragrance. But yeah, this is another fresh, soapy, clean fragrance that I would say would replace that 2016 Versace Bright Crystal. Another one in this category is the It Girl. Okay, I think most people were wearing this fragrance, and so many celebrities too were known to wear this fragrance. So this is Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. This was like my everyday flirtatious girly pop fragrance to me. I would wear this to school, to birthday parties. It was just like a sweet, you know, this is a candied tea patchouli fragrance. This is a patchouli bomb, okay? And also a compliment getter. This, when the nectar actually came out, I actually preferred the Flower Bomb nectar to this one, but this was still the It Girl, okay? Everyone and their mama wore this fragrance. It's so girly, so feminine, so delicious, so sweet. And what I would wear in 2026 in replacement to this fragrance, not that this one is no longer good, okay? People are literally still wearing this fragrance in 2026, but what I would reach for the most instead of this one is Chloe Nomad. Look at the dent I've made in this bottle, okay? This is a juicy, floral, mossy scent. It's so delicious. It's so bright. I find it very... It just gives that put together, you know, you're just so put together. It pulls in the compliments. It's like what I would wear literally for every day, running errands, going to school, going to pick up my kids, drop them off, school runs, whatever. It just gives signature scent, but it's so girly, so feminine, so juicy, so sweet, and yet that mossiness of this fragrance just makes it very grounded, you know? Like, I enjoy this fragrance a lot. So this is Chloe Nomad. Another one in this category that I have in here is my flirtatious body, okay? This is Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9. I find this is a fruity, floral, musky scent. I just find it very flirty, very enjoyable, very girly. It just gives youthful and fun in a bottle. I love this fragrance so much. This is definitely what I will wear in replacement to this one. I don't like this anymore, honestly. It's not my cup of tea anymore, but yeah, this one I do enjoy. I just find it very bright and youthful, and you can wear this fragrance all year round. Like this one too this is like a signature all year round fragrance, and it gives the same vibe. Same vibe, baby, same vibe. And this one too, same vibe. So yeah, those were some of the fragrances I wore in 2016 and some of the replacement I would have for them in 2026. So let me know yours in the comment section below. What fragrances were you actually wearing and rocking that was giving you bad B, okay? That was just giving you it girl in that era. So what fragrances were you wearing in 2016 and what would you replace them with now in 2026? I would love to read from you guys. I would love for you to like this video, add this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, share this video, you know, let the algorithm do its thing. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure. I love you guys and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.